Welcome back. It's been a couple days since I posted a video, a couple weeks actually. And that's because we're still doing the same repetitive stuff. Homesteading is hard work, guys, it really is. And you can do more with this, but I also have 2 jobs, a part-time and a full-time job. So I kinda, with my jobs and everything, which is going to slow down here coming up shortly, I can only do the bare minimum of the homestead walk, so I haven't been able to post a lot of videos. We need to come up and pick some peppers today. Peppers are coming on good. Our Cherokee tomato plants, we've been having a lot of trouble with slugs on them, but only the Cherokee purples, not the other. I mean, there was one that had a slug on it, but not a lot. And I apologize, excuse me there, I don't know if that helps, but for some reason the camera on my phone is kind of funky. But our garden, it's near the end. We're sitting at September 4th right now, so there's not a whole lot going on here. We've pulled most of the cucumber plants. We got a couple squash plants that are still looking like they want to produce, but I think this zucchini plant's going to be coming out next. But the beans are coming on good. Wow. We were up here the day before yesterday, and these beans here were only about that size right there. When these beans start growing, they grow fast, and I can't even tell you guys what type of beans they are, because I'm not 100% sure on them myself. The package just said pole beans, so we got them. And most beans, when they get really big like this, they get kind of woody. But these actually, oh, sorry for the weird angle. These actually haven't gotten woody at all. They're very tender, even for the size. We got a bunch of squash coming on here. We got acorns over there, which are my favorite. These are all Mom's butternuts. This here is a corn, which I don't know if we're gonna have corn. We had a good corn harvest this year. That was a late seed, so. But we're gonna come over and do some chores over here. Chicken coop needs to be finished off. And we're sitting about a week and a half away from the turkeys being butchered. A week and a half away from these guys being turned into dinner. That's a boss right there, in case you couldn't tell. That hen right there is the boss hen. But look at them. They're waiting for cracked corn. There they go. The boss just kind of walks around and does boss things. But the rest of them really like to dig into the cracked corn. There's Bobo. Hey, Bobo. Get this over to the chickies. the chickies are getting big, and they really got to be put in the new coop as soon as possible, because they're just about getting ready to lay. They're at that size now, especially Honey, which is this one here that we thought, if you follow us regular, you remember we thought Honey right here, when we bought her as a meat chicken. And then as she got older, we realized that she's not a meat chicken. Gonna come in here. I like looking in here for eggs, in case they do start laying a little early. I look in there for eggs. There's Gene the eating machine. He's got little nubs on him, and we're gonna have to get them bond off or something, because he stuck me with one yesterday. No, day before yesterday. He gets excited to be fed, and he gets in there and starts swinging his head around, and he got me right in the rib cage. Of course, they're not sharp enough to penetrate, but let me tell you, they hurt like hell. And the pigs, these guys are getting fat. Look at the size of ham, or the bacon. The size of bacon is huge. And Ham, he's always up here on the gate, and he's got to get down, get down, get down, get down. Get down, come on. Get down, I'll get the hose. There you go. Spray him with the hose, and that usually gets him right down. He don't like that. Don't like being sprayed in the face. So I need 2 hands to take Dean out and to feed these guys, because they're getting to be, at the size they are now, they are a handful. They act like we starve them. We feed them a ton of food. We're going through a bag of feed a week for 2 pigs. That's a lot of food. That's 50 pounds. So we're gonna get these chores done up. Like I said, it's been pretty much the same repetitive over and over again. But here shortly, like I said, we're sitting September 4th. October 1st, my one job shuts down altogether. And I just do the part-time job for 2 months. And then depending on the weather, depends on whether I go back or not. And in addition to that, that's probably late October is when we're gonna be butchering the pigs, and we're gonna be butchering the cow. And I got a homesteading friend just outside of town that she does all the butchering herself, and this is gonna be the first year we do our own butchering. We've always paid somebody to do it, and it's very, very expensive that way. A lot easier for us, but incredibly expensive. So this year, we're gonna help her do hers, and in exchange, she's gonna help us do ours. And that's one of my favorite things about homesteading. You find another homesteader, and it's a lot of give and take. You can swap back and forth ideas, you can swap back and forth work, and it's very much like the way people used to live everywhere. I'll help you butcher your animals, you help me butcher my animals, and everybody's happy with the situation. Everybody. It one hand washes another, and that's what I love about the homesteading community, even though I'm just really getting into the community and meeting some other people that do it. I mean, I've known this woman my whole life, but she's introduced me to some people that homestead, and just getting into the community and being a part of that homesteading community is really, it's an old American community, old American way of life, where they have no problem helping you out, and you have no problem helping them out, and it just exchanging back and forth and back and forth. And I think that's the way everybody should still live. I mean, the peace and camaraderie and everything that was back then, you didn't have the divide and the fighting and the arguing back then that you did today, because everybody helped, whether they agreed with each other on certain things or not. Everybody helped everybody out. It didn't matter. And that's the way it should still be. I think this country would be a lot further off if we all lived that way. And I'm kind of getting off on a little bit of a rant. I apologize for that, but that's what I love about the homesteading community. And but yeah, so they're gonna help us butcher ours, and we're gonna help them butcher theirs, and pigs and beef, and vice versa. And then doing all this, the last few years, we haven't had the cows and we haven't had the pigs and the meat that we've been putting in the freezer, that we're putting in the freezer this year. So last couple of years I've had to kill X amount of deer to have enough meat to get us through the winter. Because, guys, it's very expensive living in upstate New York. It's very expensive living in New York in general. I'm not going to lie to you. So, to keep a good meat supply through the winter, I've had to go deer hunting, killing X amount of deer. And we've done pretty alright with that. But this year, I'm really excited because I don't have to. And I really enjoy deer hunting, don't get me wrong. And I am still going to go deer hunting. And I'm still going to get that meat. But this year, instead of cutting the deer up into steaks or cutting the deer up into roast or doing it your traditional way, we're hoping to get 2 deer this year. And 1 whole deer we're going to can. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. It's the best way to have venison. My dad doesn't even like venison because he grew up eating it all the time. And so it just kind of ruined his taste on venison. But he loves it this way. It tastes just like beef. And the other deer we get, I'm also going to show you what we're going to do with that. We're going to make nothing but jerky out of the entire deer. We'll probably keep the back straps, and we'll pickle the heart like we do every year. And I'll show you how to pickle the heart as well. But for the most part, it's going to be canned for 1 deer, jerky for another deer, and that's what we're doing with our venison. I'm also thinking about, since it's going to be a lot slower this winter, the pigs are going to be gone, the turkeys are going to be gone. Gene's probably going to go to the farm for winter boarding and to be put out on pasture full time. We'll only be doing the laying hens. And if we're only doing the laying hens, then it's going to be very, very slow. So I'm thinking to keep myself busy, I'm going to do some hunting and trapping videos. But I probably won't be posting it on this YouTube channel. I'll probably make another one for it, and I will let you know what that is coming up shortly if you are interested in watching that kind of stuff. If you're not, that's fine. I'll probably still do some occasional updates, like when we get our first egg, and you know, just definitely coming around next spring when we start getting everything pumping again here. That's we're gonna be doing that. So yeah, so a couple things coming up. Probably do some butchering. We'll do some larder rendering. Show you guys how we do that, and do definitely be doing the deer, the canning of the deer, and the jerky. And that's pretty much the exciting thing coming up, is that kind of stuff, processing, you know, putting meat away for the winter. So I don't think I got a lot of time on. Oh yeah, I still got a decent amount of time, but I'm just about done. We got, like I said, coming up, we're going to be doing butcher, and that's pretty much the whole reason I made this whole video, is to let you know there is exciting stuff coming up, not just, you know, updates and me ranting. So like, comment, subscribe, definitely hit the notification bell down below, because there's a whole lot more to come. Bye.